Well, thank you very much. I'm Kevin McCarthy, Congressman from California and the Majority Leader of the House of Representatives. I'm here today for a couple different reasons. One, to be here, because there's a contrast in what's happening in America today. There's a contrast to the current Obama economy and what could be for America. And it's going right here in this congressional race. The difference to having pipe sit here, having a company that has to shut down for 3 months, instead of having this pipe moving and getting us on an energy policy that makes us energy independent, and having a company thriving with employees that get to work year-round. And the difference is the congressional race. The difference is between French Hill, who's been creating jobs for his life and learning how to expand and be an entrepreneur, to his opponent, Hayes. And what's quite interesting and shocking to me is to find in November 2011 that the opponent here, Mr. Hayes, sent a letter to the president saying it was not in the national interest of America to have the Keystone Pipeline. My question to Mr. Hayes is it not in the national interest or even in the interest of Arkansas to have people working? Or to have an energy policy that with the Keystone Pipeline, that you're not buying oil, that you're cutting half what you import from the Middle East, but actually in North America. As I look around, is it not in the national interest or in the interest of Arkansas, of this congressional district, to make this pipe start moving and people start working at a good wage and an excitement of moving forward? That's the contrast we have with America today, but it's a contrast in this race. A contrast to an individual that believes pipes should sit here and people should be out of work, to an individual that's an entrepreneur, a job creator, and has not spent nearly 3 decades like his opponent in elected office, but actually creating jobs. So that's why I'm here today. Because not only Arkansas, but America wants to move forward when it comes to the economy. We want jobs created. We want to move forward to actually have an energy policy that makes us energy independent. And that all starts right here in Arkansas. It starts right here at Welspun. And it starts right here in November to the election. The difference between a job creator and someone who wants to stop it. So I introduce you today, the entrepreneur, the job creator, French Hill.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it. I want to thank Kevin McCarthy for taking time from the campaign trail and his duties across our country representing the people of California to come to Arkansas and talk about economic growth. For the last 10 months, campaigning across our district, all 7 counties, one thing I've heard consistently, and that is people in our state want jobs. They want more careers. They want better economic opportunities for their children and their families. And there are fewer people working today in the 2nd District of Arkansas than there were in July of 2007, 7 years ago. Think how many people have graduated from college. How many people have been married? How many families have started? And we have fewer people working here. And yet we've got this pipe stacked, ready to go to work, ready to create some 42,000 jobs across the Midwest, building this pipeline. And as the congressman said, for important reasons, 2 reasons that I think are critical to our economy and getting our economy growing again. Number 1, energy independence. We want energy independence as a national security reason. We want for the first time in generations the chance to control our own destiny with energy. Keystone's part of that, part of a North American independent energy movement. And we want it also for the manufacturing jobs that will come back to the U.S. Because in this treadwater economy of President Obama, we don't have jobs in manufacturing. We don't have high incomes from manufacturing jobs. They have not come back. Energy security is part of that, and that will give us the confidence to bring those manufacturing jobs back from abroad. There's a strict contrast today, and I want the voters in the 2nd District to understand it. You've got my 35 years of business background that understands how to create jobs, how to get this economy moving again, what policies at the federal level are important to job creation, and which ones aren't. And we've got a guy who's just a career politician who writes letters blocking industrial improvement and economic growth by opposing Keystone's development across our country. There's no safer way to transport petroleum than through a safe pipeline, and that's why it needs to be built. I call on the President today to stop the 1,000-plus day delay in Keystone's development for the economy in our country. I'd also add that I believe sincerely that careers, opportunities are what people want. They want that for their families, and we've got to be focused on that. And the way we do that is through economic growth. And this is a great example of it today.